There's been a massive shift in Google SEO in 2026, and unfortunately, the old way of doing SEO doesn't work anymore like it might have 5 years ago. And if your competitor understands that and you don't, you're going to lose the customer. And this is exactly what happened to my family service business for 5 years straight. While we were trying to rank on Google the old way, our competitors were taking our customers, all because Google shows an AI answer before it even loads a single website. And if you don't show up within that AI search, that's more than half your customers gone. If you don't know me, I'm Matthew. I run the marketing of Clean and Fresh, my family's local service business. And for 5 years, we watched our Google traffic completely shrink whilst we were doing everything right. Stuffing keywords into blog posts, waiting for Google to notice us, but they never did. Everyone's still leaning on the SEO best practices built for a version of Google that no longer exists. It's no longer about ranking on Google, but it's a lot more about being picked by AI. And so here are 4 shifts that we made to adapt our SEO strategy to stop being invisible online and on Google. Shift 1, content clusters. Content has become a commodity with the most amount of content ever being created, and AI has only supercharged that. But the problem is, most of the content lacks depth. And this is actually an opportunity for people willing to create content that has depth and value in it. And when you do this, AI is going to actually see you much more of an expert rather than unvaluable content, which it isn't going to want to recommend to people. And this is the power of content clusters. And what content clusters are is they're simply having a main topic and then just having subtopics underneath that. So to actually find content clusters that are worthy for you to talk about related to your business, you're going to want to pick your core services. So this could be 5, 6, or however many you have. And then you simply want to write down 5 to 8 questions that customers will have about that specific main topic. Then what you want to go and do is turn those questions into subtopics and simply talk about them within your content. And this is how you're going to create content clusters for your business and be seen as an expert by AI, so it can actually recommend your content to people who are searching for it and asking those exact questions. Shift 2, the AI revolution. You could build the best content on Google, but it will still be invisible if AI isn't picking it up. Because more than half of Google searches show an AI overview before a single website even loads. People are trusting AI more than ever and going direct to either individual LLMs or they're going direct to the Google AI and getting their information directly from there and trusting the information before they're even scrolling and looking at content or different websites. And so if you don't show up within that AI overview, that's more than half your customers gone. Showing up within that AI should be a high priority, and here's how to do it. You firstly want to think about questions, not just keywords. So you want to obviously plan your keywords, but you also want to think about the questions that people are actually asking related to that keyword. And you simply want to answer that question directly in about 4 lines maximum at the top of your content. Therefore, AI can simply and clearly get this information and recommend it to people when they ask it. You also want to add an FAQ section to each of your service pages. So this is going to be 5 to 6 questions that your customers are asking about that service, and you simply want to answer them. And this is going to really help AI to answer people's questions when they ask them if you have an FAQ section. Shift 3, persona-specific content. Here's why your website pages don't convert. They try and speak to everyone and therefore talk to no one. Your business doesn't just have one target audience, it has multiple personas. And ignoring that is only hurting your traffic reach within Google and your website. Targeting just homeowners was the biggest mistake that I made within my service business. And what we've recently started doing is targeting specific personas. So this would be, for us, it would be pet owners, families, as well as new movers. So people moving in or out of an old or new home. And when you really understand these specific personas that your business is targeting, you can really cater the content specifically for them and also cater specific website pages for them as well. So what you want to do is you want to obviously list out these personas and create an ICP for them and simply think about questions that they would specifically have and answer them within your content and your website pages. And you're going to really speak directly to them and obviously attract them. Shift 4, seasonality. If you spend weeks without any new customers, here's why. The same generic page sits on your website saying nothing about what your customer needs right now in the season that they're in. Your personas will have different questions and concerns per season that they're in. For example, like during the autumn time, we'd be more inclined to clean muddy paw prints from the carpets of pet owners from pets bringing in mud because this is our wet season. Whereas in the summer, we'd be more inclined to remove pollen from furniture to make a more allergy-friendly home. When you can match the content to the question that people are actually asking with the season that they're in, this is going to attract them a lot more. And getting this right is going to really stop you from guessing why certain months are just completely dead. But that's it. That is the 4 shifts that we have made to adapt our SEO strategy to stop being invisible online and in Google. And if you did enjoy this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, I'll be breaking down weekly tips and strategies that I'm using for the 100K marketing build to build my family service business to 100K in revenue using marketing systems with AI, Google, and SEO. So if you want to stay tuned for that, subscribe for more. But thank you so much for watching.